Hello guys, in this video I'm going to demonstrate how you can install Mysql Server and Mysql Workbench on Ubuntu 24.04.2 LTS. LTS stands for Lifetime Support. You log on to your Ubuntu and open the terminal. Then if the terminal is not showing, you can go to the Show Apps. That's why you're going to see your terminal. And then click the terminal so that you start entering the commands. Update your packages. Very important to run this command. This command will update your packages. So I'll enter the command to clear the screen. The next important command is to upgrade all the necessary packages on your system. These two commands are very crucial to ensure that your system runs properly. So sudo apt upgrade. So we're upgrading our packages. Upgrade is complete. You can proceed to install Mysql Server. We are sending an instruction to the advanced package tool apt that want to install a package called Mysql Server. So this will fetch and install the server software. Every time you run that command, you'll be asked for your password, administration password. So there I'll enter my admin password. And then I'll continue installing, and then here I'll type Y so that I can continue the installation process. Our Mysql Server is installed. When this command is run, Mysql often runs automatically. As you can see here, Mysql is running. You can run another command to check the status of what SQL. You can check the system status by running the command sudo systemctl status mysql. Then we enter our administration password, and this shows that our Mysql server is operational and active. Let us install Mysql Server securely by running the command sudo mysql secure installation. Then we asked to enter Y for yes, so I've entered Y here for yes. So once I enter Y for yes, then it takes us to the next stage, password validation policy, where we are given 3 options. In my case, I'll just enter 0. And then I don't want anonymous users, so I'll press yes. And then again here, I'm not allowing root users to be able to log in remotely, so I'll press yes. Then the next stage, I'm removing the test database and I'm denying access to it, so I'll press yes. Then reloading privileges table, yes. So I'm done. After installing Mysql Server securely, we can create the user we're going to grant privileges to log on to Mysql Server by typing the command sudo mysql. To create our user, we run the command create user. So we type the username. I'm going to call this user John. So this is the username I've created for this user, and creating this user for my localhost, and I'm going to identify this user by this password. So let me copy it. So I've created my user called user John at localhost, and then the password I've given this user is this one. So you can create your own password, then execute the query, then grant the user all the privileges on this server. So granting the privileges to my user, the user I created here. Then carry on, and I want this user to also be able to grant privileges to other users. So saying grant option so that the user can also grant privileges to other users. So I've successfully created my user. Let's go to Google and download Mysql Workbench. So in Google, type Mysql Workbench, download. Then you click on the first link, download Mysql Workbench, to take you to the download page where we are going to select the operating system we are using, Ubuntu Linux. Those are the options you can select from. I'm going to download the first option, so click on download. Then if you want, you can log in and sign up. Just click on no thanks and just start my download. This is going to be stored in my Ubuntu downloads folder. So my download is complete. I've downloaded Mysql Workbench to Ubuntu. That's a file. You're going to use this file name to install this package using the terminal. We go to the terminal and then navigate to the downloads folder by typing cd downloads. This will take us to the downloads folder where we downloaded Mysql Workbench. Install Mysql Workbench by writing the command sudo apt install. Then here you put a dot and a backslash and then the path to your package. This is my package in my downloads folder. I've navigated to my downloads folder there. Then I can install. Your package is going to install if it's not already installed. Like as you can see on my system, I already have my Mysql Workbench, which is already installed, but you run the same command to install if you've already downloaded it. Another way you can install my Mysql Workbench, clicking on this icon to go to the App Center. And in the search, where it says search for apps, I can type Mysql Community. I've found this Mysql Workbench. I'll click on that. So I'll click and then it looks good. And the version is 8.0.36. I'll click on install. So you can install after entering your username and password. Next, let's log on to my Mysql Workbench with the user we've created. So we start by going to the show apps and then get to my workbench we installed, that one there, and click to open. So my workbench is going to load. Then you click on the plus icon that will allow us to create a local instance of the new user. So click there, then we create a connection name. We give this connection a name. I'm going to call it user John Con, and then I'm going to enter the username I created. This is where I type the username I created. So my username was called user John. Then to enter the password, I'll click here where it says store in kitchen, so that I enter the password I created. Yeah, I'm going to enter the password. Then I press OK, then test the connection by pressing on the test connection button. So pressing there, it shows that my connection is successful. So I've successfully made the connection, Mysql connection. Then press OK and OK. Then there is when you can click there to go to Mysql Workbench. This is the Mysql Workbench interface for the user we've created, and our connection name, user John Con. This is where you can create databases, create tables, and run queries using this interface. You can start creating a new database. Create a database called FirstDB. I'll execute by clicking on this yellow icon, and then when you go to navigate to schemas, you should be able to see your newly created database. If you don't see it here, you click on refresh so that it can come. So there it is. One new database has been created, FirstDB. Click on create schema here where it says create schema in the connected server. You're going to have an interface here where you're going to enter the database name. I'll create another database using the interface. I'll call it second DB. So and then apply, then apply again and close. So you see I've created another database called SecondDB using the interface. This is how you can install MySQL Server on Ubuntu and MySQL Workbench. I hope you enjoy the video. Look out for more.